Hey everyone, James White here, sales trainer and mentor, and here sharing another video with you on some sales tips that you can use in your business to get some brilliant results. So I've got a box here, and you might think, well, so what, James? What's the difference in this box? But you'll notice that absolutely, if you can have a look at this, it's one of these boxes that doesn't open. You can't open it, and that's because it was designed years ago as a secret box. And the reality is, the only way you can literally get into the box, if you try and pull it, you can't. There's a secret catch here that we've got. But when you press, the box opens up. And one of the things, the reason I use this as an example is one of the questions that I get asked an awful lot when it comes to selling is, how can I get my prospect to open up? How can I get them to open up like the box is opened up here, when the reality is that sometimes they don't want to open up and it's not obvious to see what it is that you can ask them that can maybe open them up. They're going to share some thoughts with you that are going to help them see that you as valuable and someone they want to work with rather than just a salesperson. So what are some of the three things that I think you can do in order to get your prospect to open up? The first thing is this: get to know their industry and what they do or their job role inside out. Salespeople that literally come in and talk to people that don't know anything about the industry or the person or what's going on in the world of the prospect and just trying to sort of sell themselves without thinking about what's going on in their world generally tend to fail, because prospects don't care for you or what you do. They want to know that you can add value to them. And when you get a salesperson that really understands the industry that you're going through, has researched it, has taken time to look at the challenges that are going through, has done some background reading to know what's happening, prospects then will start to feel that you really do get what's going on in their world. And if you can then start to talk about challenges and issues that are going on in that space, they're going to see you as someone that you know what you're talking about and can add value to what they do. So the first thing to do is to get to know the prospect, get in their world, really find out what's happening in their industry and show that you've got knowledge. And that can help the prospect really see that you're someone worth engaging with. The second point is this: ask great questions. Salespeople that ask great questions in an empathetic and engaging way also get better results. So when you're able to ask questions such as, what's been the impact of the last few months for you in your industry? Or talk to me through the challenge X and Y here, and how big a deal is that for you guys at the moment right now? When you're able to have those type of conversations with people, you're able to really help them see that you know their industry, and by asking questions which are open, you're able to allow them to share thoughts from their feelings and their mind around what's going on and what they're thinking. And the third point here is then also, when they're answering those questions, listen to what the responses you're getting and then probe around those answers. So don't just, if someone talks about the challenges and they said it's been a tough few months, don't just say, great, okay, I'll move on to the next question. Probe a bit more. You tell me once, tell me more. Has that been X or Y? Because you've used your knowledge to then be able to ask them a follow-on question, and you've really showed that you're listening to them. People invariably like to talk about themselves. They want to be able to share some stories about what's going on in their world, and they'll open up if they feel that the person that they're engaging with is really cares for them, is listening to them, is showing empathy, and is keen to try and see if they can help get that resolved. And when you do that, the prospect's then going to share things with you that are hopefully a bit more intriguing or going on in their world. And with the right type of tone and approach, you can then probe in further and find out really what's happening and get them to open up around concerns and issues that are happening in their world. So an example might be, the prospect might say about a problem, you say, I'm really sorry to hear that. Talk to me more about the impact of this problem, or what's it made for you personally? That sounds awful. If you do it in that sort of way, a prospect's going to then feel this person's really engaged and supporting me, I'm going to share some more information with them. And maybe even if they won't, one other final way to be able to talk to a prospect and get information from them is to say, look, I totally understand that a lot of this is sensitive information, but if I don't understand you and the challenges you're facing, I'm probably not going to be able to help you see if at least the solution that is in play that could be resolved or put in place for you. So be honest with them and say to them, I want to understand you and get to know what's going on in your world so I can see if A, I can help you, and if I can't, I'll walk away. By being honest and open with them in that way, you can also show that you're not just trying to sell to them, but you're really just trying to see if there's a value and a fit for you guys to work together. So those are my three tips around being able to use the questions and the right information, the way to open up and engage with your prospects. Like this little box, the chances are most of your prospects are going to look like they're shut and it's going to be difficult to engage. But if you ask the right questions, if you get to know their industry, and if you probe around the answers that they give you, you're going to be able to get an insight and hopefully then see if they're a fit for working with you or not. Hope you've enjoyed the video and found it useful. Found it useful? Head over to my sales success test and let's see if you've got everything else you need in place to be able to get great sales results. www.salessuccesstest.co.uk. I'd love you to take it and see how it works for you and see if you've got the tools in place to get brilliant sales results for your business. Thanks for watching the video. Hope it's been useful and look forward to sharing another video with you next Saturday. Take care. Bye.